In this video, we are looking at three high quality IEMs under $100 price range. Now, there is some common ground here. All these IEMs have a planar driver in them. Now, this video might be slightly longer than expected, but I will try to wrap it up as quickly as possible. In any case, I will definitely like to go in depth, but let's see how things go, because I do not have any script or anything like that. I will touch all the bases, but if you still have any questions, feel free to ask. I will try my best to answer them. In any case, we have, as I said, three high quality IEMs, planar based IEMs. The first one here is the Kiwi Years Canta. Okay, this one is priced at around 85, 90, maybe at times $100, but it has two planar drivers. Okay, the highest of this lot, to be precise, 1DD, two planar are, I believe, aiding with the mids and the highs, while the dynamic driver is solely for the lows, and it's a very good high quality V-shaped IEM, to be precise. And if you want a V-shaped IEM, I will recommend this. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm belting out the recommendation at this point of time even. The second one is Kiwi Year Melody. Okay, now this IEM is the one that I have been recommending to a lot of guys, because I feel this one is the best IEM you can get under $100. Okay, this one retails at around similarly 90, 95, sometimes even 80, $85. So it's a high quality planar based single planar IEM. Now the next one is the Simgot EW300. This one is a high quality IEM2, 1DD, 1 planar and 1 piezo driver. Now I really like the melody, but there are some issues with the melody, even with the set of accessories. As you guys can see, EW300 comes with a case. This Kiwi's Canta comes with a case. These two are similarly priced, but this one doesn't have a case. Kiwi's Melody doesn't come with a case, but as you guys can see, this one comes with a slightly better cable. Okay, let me show you. This cable is much better than this cable. Okay, definitely keep no doubts about that. This one is a lot more cheap looking cable, while this one is a 4-core, slightly more premium looking cable. This one is not bad, but this one is much better when it comes to the appearance and that kind of stuff. If we start talking about the build quality, okay, no issues with the build quality of any of these IEMs. This one has a metal back. Okay, metal back of this IEM is made out of metal, but the front is acrylic, or you can say plastic, even 3D printed or whatever they are doing at this point of time. But yes, this one is a high quality IEM2. No issues with the build or anything like that. The cable guides are comfortable too. No issues there. Build is decent. I have no issues with build or comfort or in-ear feel at all. So no problem with the size or anything like that. While the melody is slightly different when it comes to the comfort. Okay, this is slightly on the larger side because of its larger planar driver, slightly larger. Let me show you. Slightly larger. Okay, you guys can see this one is slightly larger and slightly bigger too. Somehow it feels slightly bigger inside the ear. It might not look like it is big, but the nozzle is slightly shorter too. This one is slightly deeper with the nozzle. So yeah, this one is slightly less comfortable than the Kiwi's Canta. Okay, this one has similar metal back and dolphin skin finished, or you can say matte finished plastic on the front. As I said, the nozzle depth isn't great. If we look into the Kiwi Ears EW, sorry, not Kiwi Ears. I'm being flanked by a lot of Kiwi Ears IEM, so my mistake. The Simgot EW300 has all metal build and is very comfortable inside the ear, slightly on the heavier side. As you guys can see, metal is slightly on the heavier side, and it has some heavy drivers inside it too, so that is okay. No issues with that either. I'm liking the build and everything looks nice. The depth, nozzle depth is very good too, and it is very comfortable inside the ear. If you have some issues with the weight, then you might feel this one is not the most comfortable IEM inside the ear, yet I find it to be very stable and comfortable inside the ear. No issues with the build or feel or anything like that with any of these IEMs. As I said, all these IEMs have decent amount of accessory. This one doesn't have a case or anything like that. So let's start with the sound quality. I have been recommending this IEM to nearly everyone who is asking me for an IEM in the $100 price range, but this is not a flawless IEM. Okay, keep that in mind. KV's Melody is not a flawless IEM by a small margin, to be precise. Is the bass and the treble extension that is not great with the Kiwi Ears Melody. Okay, so let me do one thing. I'll go one by one. I will not do base of three of these three IEMs or anything like that. I'll do one IEM. I'll stop and I'll talk about the other IEM here. So let me tell you the positives first. Okay, Kiwi Ears Melody has fantastic cohesion. Okay, is the tonality and timbre that is being fantastic, and it does not have any unnatural sharpness or unnatural thinness to it, and that makes it a fantastic IM to have for a all-round listening performance. Okay, it's the bass that is slightly holding it back because its bass is not very deep, it does not have a lot of rumble, and the dynamics aren't exactly great. Okay, it's not like it is not good with dynamics. Now what's happening is that when you have some upper bass notes, it doesn't have that extra amount of air behind them, so they have the hit, but the feel of the note is not exactly perceived with the Kiwi Ears Melody. It is slightly held back. Okay, is the lack of air and slight lack of dynamics there, but its mid bass and that kind of stuff are good. Sub bass is okay. Sub bass is not exactly great when compared to these two IEMs. KVS Canta is very good with the sub bass. Now, if we move on to the mid range, that is where, as I said, the tonality and timbre and everything is fantastic. It's a more balanced sounding IEM and very good balance. Super balance. I like the balance of this IEM. Natural tonality, natural timbre, both male and female vocal sounds very cohesive and very natural, to be precise. There is no finishing sharpness or thinness or leanness to be worried about. So fantastic with the vocals and mid-range. It does not have any finishing sharpness to be worried about. It's not overly smooth either. It has very good texture with both bass and mid-range. So yeah, you are not lacking with the texture or the cohesion there. If we move on to the upper mid-range, there is no problem at all. No sharpness or thinness. Yes, if you like that sharpness, if you like that slight bit of extra perception of details, it might not be able to deliver you that, but it still has very good amount of details, and I'm liking the way this IEM is tuned. If we move on to the triple range too, it doesn't have any issues at all. I like the extension. It is not the deepest, to be precise. The deepest is Kiwi Ears Canta. Kiwi Ears Canta, riding on its dual planar prowess, is the deepest with when it comes to extension and air and that kind of agility and clarity kind of stuff in the triple range. But this one is not lacking either. Very good details, very good clarity. I'm liking the separation too. It's not like it is very good or anything like that. You cannot expect a lot from a IM in just $100, yet it doesn't have the sharpness or thinness or anything like that. It's not uncomfortable. Now what makes me recommend this IM is that it doesn't have a feel of fatigue or feel of being stressed. Okay, so that is why I'm recommending this IM. It can go with any kind of music, it can handle nearly any kind of track and still make you feel comfortable. Okay, so it's a very good IM if you want to spend in the range of $100. You can definitely EQ it a bit to get more out of it, yet I'm recommending this one heavily. So let's move on to the Kiwi Ears Canta. Now this one is a fantastic IEM too. I have no problem in recommending this one, but I will tell you why I'm not recommending this one a lot, because it has a bit of weakness in the mid range. Okay, Canta, price similarly to the Melody, has a slightly lighter body too, has dual planars, and if we start with the bass, fantastic bass, fantastic bass, excellent bass, excellent depth, excellent air behind the notes, and very good depth. I like the rumble. I like the weight behind the notes. I like the texture. I like the layer delivery. I like the weight too. Area of impact is very good. It's not a very bassy IM, but it can be slightly on the slower side. Okay, so that is the downside. It can be slightly clipped when it comes to that extra bit of definition. It's slow, and that slowness can be slightly clipping. Okay, layer delivery is good. I will not say that it's bad with layer delivery, but those layers can feel slightly overlapping. Okay, so there is a bit of clipping here. So that is the only downside. Very good dynamics, very good clarity. The bass is the best of the lot. And if you move on to the mid range, that is where this IEM has a bit of weakness. Okay, it feels slightly thin, slightly sharper too at times, and the tonality and timbre are not very natural. That is where this IEM is slightly lacking. If you are not looking for very good tonality or timbre with the vocals or anything like that, you are just looking for the extra bit of sharpness and extra bit of clarity, then you should definitely look for this IEM. This is fantastic for a V-shaped IM. This is high quality. I'm liking the level of details of this. It might have a bit of upper mid-range sharpness, but it's not glaring or it's not very sharp or anything like that. No issues with that. If you move on to the treble range, it has very good sparkle. Okay, it is not tiring, so that is a very good thing. I'm not being tired out by this IM. It has very good extension, very good air between instruments. The Z axis depth is not exactly great, which is slightly more better with the KVS melody, yet this one is very good when it comes to staging and cue placement. Okay, sonics are good. Sonics are not great with any of these IEMs, yet this one is very good with the sonics. Melody is decent, no problem with that, but melody is not exactly extended, so it's not great with the treble dynamics, which is great with the KVS Canta. Very good treble dynamics, very good clarity with the treble. If you are someone who enjoys a bit of extra treble clarity, then you will love the KVS Canta. It's a fantastic IM for a V-shaped IM. If you move on to the EW300, now there are variations you can do with the KVS Canta. What I have done is I have gone with the silver nozzle. You guys can see it comes with a golden nozzle too. I have gone with the silver nozzle with foam inserted into the nozzle to enhance the bass a bit. And what this silver nozzle does is it gives it a better treble extension and better treble clarity. So I have opted for this. I find this to be the optimal performance of the Simgot. Yet if you want a bit more bass, you can definitely go for the other nozzle and insert the foam for extra oomph. Okay, but that will make this IEM sound dark, so that is not the optimal or the competing level clarity for a $80 $70 IEM. In any case, this is a very good IEM too. I like the end-to-end extension. It is not the deepest, not as deep as the Canta is very deep and very clean with the treble, but Kiwi is very good with the bass too. It doesn't have any issues, but it does not have that extra bit of air the Kiwi Canta can deliver. And the sub bass and stuff are good, no problem there. It has a good area of impact. I will like to say that it sits in between these two. Okay, so put these two together and you will be perceive the middle ground, and you can understand where the Simgot EW300 stands. So it does not have any issues, but I somehow down the line felt that it is not exactly great with high paced music. Okay, it is not bad, but it is not very good with the frames. Okay, it doesn't have that high frame rate ability to keep up with high frame rate. So it's not bad. Bass is good. I'm liking the depth and that kind of stuff too, no problem there. It is mildly V-shaped and doesn't have the tonality and timbre issues of the KVS Canta. So it's good. It's in the middle ground, not as cohesive or warm or smooth as the melody, but EW300 is not bad at all. It has good tonality, good timbre. I'm liking the vocals too, and instruments are clean, clear, no issues with that. But yes, KVS Canta is cleaner with the instruments, while the melody is a bit on the smoother side. Now moving on to the treble, that is where this IEM still in between these two. Good extension, no problem with that. It has good clarity, but somehow down the line I felt that it is being slightly held back because of the filter I inserted into the nozzle. If I remove the filter, it gets a bit more brighter, a bit more transparent with the treble, but the bass kind of is dialed down, so that's not exactly optimal. In any case, it's good, no problem with the staging and that kind of stuff. Cube placement and stuff are good, layering and separation is good too. I'm liking the details too, it's not like it is lacking or anything like that. So yes, this is the comparison of three high quality IEMs. If you want balance, okay, if you like balance, then Kiwi Ears Melody is the best IEM. It is not exactly very detailed, but it has the balance of everything that is going for it. If you can EQ it a bit to your preference, it will be the best performer of this price range. If you like a V-shaped IEM, if you want more details and better bass rumble, better bass depth, then definitely go for the Kiwi Ears Canta. It's a fantastic IEM. If you are not looking for very accurate tonality and timbre, you are not a fan of vocals or mid-range, then Kiwi Ears Canta is a fantastic IEM. This one is retailing at $75-$70, and I'm not exactly being able to recommend this one to everyone. But if you want something in the middle ground, you are just a casual listener and yet you want decent amount of details, some amount of bass and some tweaking abilities. Okay, these nozzles can change the signature a bit. So if you want that freedom of tweaking, you can definitely consider the EW300. It's a good IM, but I'm not recommending it to anyone at this point of time, because there are other IEMs that does better, like the Melody and Canta. Yet if you want that flexibility of tuning, that you can definitely go for this one. Now on a side note, I have a sealed pack of Kiwi's Melody. If you want this, I'm willing to sell it for 5,500 rupees. So yeah, I'll end it at this. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.